covered it at the time, but apparently not enough people watched those videos because now it's going viral. Here's the full story. This is America's answer to Ferrari and McLaren, a hybrid hypercar that delivers 1,250 horsepower total, 1,064 from the twin-turbocharged V8 and 186 from the electric motors that drive the front axles. All-wheel drive plus eAWD technology developed by GM Racing for the 2023 IMSA season will allow this car to reportedly do 0 to 60 in less than 2 seconds and have a top speed of around 233 miles per hour. In addition to the hybrid powertrain, the Corvette will feature carbon ceramic brakes, an adaptive suspension, and produce 1,200 pounds of downforce at its top speed. The car is so insane that it has its own Wikipedia page. I can't make this up. Check out the specs. As cool as all that is, it doesn't really tell the full story. To truly appreciate the Corvette, you have to experience it in person. And lucky for us, we have a friend who did just that. So what is this car gonna be called? There's been a lot of speculation that they'll call it the Zora after the C8. Unfortunately, GM owns the rights to that name, and they never filed a trademark for it, so they're free to use it whenever they want. But according to GM spokesman Don Flores, quote, "There are no plans to use the Zora name, so don't expect to see it anytime soon. They could just be keeping it under wraps until the big reveal in 2022. Though, either way, the car looks amazing. It's not the first time we've seen it. Here it is, testing at the NERC. This is where the eAWD system really comes into play. Unlike other hybrids, this system actually sends power to the front wheels through an electric motor. If you look closely at the video, you'll notice that there are 2 electric motors, one for each front wheel. That's because the system uses 2 motors instead of 1. This gives the car more torque and power at the front wheels. It also makes the car more efficient because each motor can drive the wheel independently. Now let's talk about the powertrain. The 6.2-liter LT2 V8 engine produces 6 horsepower and 670 pound-feet of torque. It's made into a 9-speed automatic transmission that sends power to the rear wheels. The electric motors produce 250 horsepower and 275 pound-feet of torque combined. That's more than enough to get this car from 0 to 60 in less than 2 seconds. What about the battery? It's a 2.5-hour battery pack that sits behind the seats. It takes about 8 hours to charge the battery from a standard outlet. Chevy says that the range is more than 30 miles, which should be enough for most daily driving. I know what you're thinking. What about the Super Root? It's not designed for super rooting. It's designed for drag racing and sprinting. That's why the gearing is so tall in the rear. You can only go so fast before you hit the rev limiter anyway. Now let's talk about the price. So what do you think? Is this the greatest American car ever? Or what? Let us know your thoughts. This has been The Report. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. It is November 26, 2021, and you are watching this report. Hey, what's up guys? I'm here. I usually don't do these types of videos, but I couldn't pass this up. I mean, we just got word that GM is bringing the 2026 Corvette Zora Corvette ZR1 hybrid hypercar to market, and it will compete directly against Ferrari and McLaren. That's right, the car that GM has been teasing for years is finally coming. And it will be the most powerful production car ever made. With a total output of 1,250 horsepower, the ZR1 will be able to accelerate from 0 to 60 in less than 2 seconds and have a top speed of over 233 miles per hour. But the best part about this is that it's still an American car. A lot of people were worried that GM would try to make the car more European to compete with Ferrari and McLaren. But according to Dan Flores, spokesman for GM, the company is sticking to its roots. We're not going to make any changes to the character of the car to make it more European. We're going to keep it American. That means it will be powerful, it will be loud, and it will have plenty of torque. Of course, the car will need to be very sophisticated in order to compete with the best of Europe. But GM is up to the task. They have been teasing this car for years, and they've been working on it for a long time. The result will be worth it. In fact, I think this car is going to be a game changer. It will show the world that American cars can compete with the best of Europe without having to change their character. It will also show that hybrid cars can be fun and exciting, because this car isn't just about being efficient. It's about being powerful and fun to drive. Of course, there are still a lot of details we don't know about the car. We don't know how much it will cost or when it will be released, but we do know that it will be called the Corvette ZR1. And if that name doesn't strike fear into the hearts of your fellow Europeans, then I don't know what will. Anyway, I had to share this with you guys, because I think this is such exciting news. Plus, I know how much you guys love the Corvette, so what do you think about the new Corvette? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching. See you next time.